Steelers last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Again, it's Richardson.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early score move viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And
under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So with the play call, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Falcons at 7-5 now in the year. They come in feeling pretty good. Back victory, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Ritter.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You look at this Colt defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. There's no denying they want to get him involved. It's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Touchdown, Colts! From 19 yards away.
And the Colts have regained the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third and short, Ritter. That is caught.
And he goes out right around the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Going play action. Ritter
rolling to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. The snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run it again with Hyde. That's a strong running.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 45-yard line.
Ritter back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the...
solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Algier going straight ahead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Bootlegging out here. Ritter. They'll roll him out right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Colts coming out now. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Richardson on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to wake him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
They'll run it. Here's High. And shoving through the tackle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, defense. Make us proud.
Here we go.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Now it's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Off play action. Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ritter.
And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ritter from the gun.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter off the play fake.
For right sideline is complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
This one through the post.
And now bring him back within a play. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the 1st half of play. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down, here's Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
That's thrown underneath to Algier.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down, here's Algier.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready? On play action, here's Ritter.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
They'll run here with Algier.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Algier. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Third and goal, Ritter with it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have regained the lead.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, high. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's high.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run high. And he gets it a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
4 yards out. And the Colts have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Falcons 19.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
The current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Got London on the slant.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
58 yards rushing forward of the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Ritter going to change it up. On second, here's Algier.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter throwing on third down. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Get in the end zone, fellas. Ready.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works your clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Ritter. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Ritter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. That is caught. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, check Vega.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ritter wants to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Ritter looking to throw it here. Throw left side, there's London.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and goal, 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Ritter.
And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal with only tie as they up their lead to 3.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Richardson and the Colts now down 27-24, a little over 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He finds his running back high. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Richardson to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson finding Pittman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left. And a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Throwing now is Ritter. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. First throw in overtime comes from Ritter. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And
is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
On 1st down, Richardson. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Out to the flat for 5. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Richardson.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Richardson to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.